Good afternoon, NHRA race fans. Strangely enough, Melanie Salemi standing in front of me with a smile like a Cheshire cat, or the cat that ate the canary, or the cat that ate the cream, or the girl who got her 60. Mel, you've been 370 2 weekends ago at NHRA. That was a PB then. John told us you don't have a cold weather tune-up. And you just go out there and go
364. And I asked him earlier in the week, can a sister get a 360? And he didn't answer until right now.
Figured it was best to let the scoreboards talk.
Well, they talk pretty hard, and 205 mile an hour, which is 4 mile an hour faster than you've ever been before as well.
Yes.
So Mel, have you bought him another ticket back to Australia already so that he can come back again?
Absolutely, he will be heading out in a week.
So for you guys who don't know, John's got his eyes open, but he's possibly asleep right now because he's been in Australia for a few days, only just touched down, got home. It's been a mad thrash to get here, and off the trailer, nearly a 10th and 4 mile an hour. John, what did you do?
You just, like anything, I know the
Let the conditions come to you.
You got to tune for the conditions at hand, and I'm not saying we missed it a little bit at Darlington, but we finally got some things that really talked loud to us that we knew that we could change around and pick it up, and the rest of it, honestly, the conditions here are just like 1 in a million. Like right now, I don't want to slight what we just did, but the conditions are really good.
Well, we know we've got the flattest track in the country. We know we've got Tyler Crosno out there spraying the glue. The temperature's dropped 20 or 30 degrees compared to when we've been racing all year. Those things all come together, but you've still got to put the package together to handle that.
Yeah, and that's what we were all talking about on the way down here. Jim and I sit in the front of the truck on our hourly rides down here, and all we do is we talk about how to capitalize on the conditions, because it's easy to be good at one race, but to be good at all the races, then you can really call yourself a tuner when you can adjust from condition to conditions, track to track, and that's what we've just been really focusing on. And you know, another cliche thing is the team. Like, we have a great team. Like my brother Jim, he's a bad mofo. Like,
Are you allowed to say that?
I'm telling you, man. Like,
and what about the 60 sister behind the wheel? She did her job.
Like, everybody, like Mike Stewicki and Joe Zito and all the guys at the shop and our family. Like my son Evan's here, Jim's son Lucas is here. They're crewing on it, and Eddie Whalen from LA will be here tomorrow with my brother Lou that's coming up from Georgia. It's just, I can't say enough about our team. The team makes us look awesome, and you have to have an
They
awesome
make me
team.
look good.
So you picked up not only obviously the ETs, what we all saw, but then we all looked down in the mile an hour. So I mean, you found it everywhere. You found it in the run, you found it in the horsepower. Obviously Mel drove it smooth. I mean, it all came together that pass for sure.
Yeah, we've been plussing little things in the fuel system and little things in the supercharger, and every time the thing comes back to the shop, it goes to Stewicki's and MSR, and Mike hones it. He looks at all the parts, and we make little adjustments every time, and then I micromanage the tune-up stuff. And
Jim works countless hours,
Yeah.
taking it apart, putting things back together, assembling the car, and I mean, we left Tuesday at 6 o'clock, and Jim's sitting there waiting for us. I mean, I had drive kids here, drive kids there, and you know,
Life.
Here's dance. Evan's got hockey, and
pick me
Jim.
up from the airport.
Yeah, Jim just
Made it happen.
has everything ready, and it's such a comforting feeling knowing that, like, when we're traveling down the road, we've got somebody that's going to get us where we're going.
Okay. All right, so the celebration of a 60, the celebration of the mile an hour, that's great, but we're drag racers. Put the acid on you for the next run. The talk obviously has been, we've been waiting for this event, we've been waiting for the weather to cool down at the smooth track. Are we going to see a roots blown 50? Whoa!
I got a little. That's not a perfect run there, but it's really hard. It's really hard to make perfect runs. But I think it can be a little bit better than what we just did if I'm good enough to do that. It's super hard, and honestly, from like the bottom of my heart, I thought we'd go out there and go 68 or 69 on that run, and when that came up, that just...
They didn't even say anything on the radio. I looked at the scoreboard and then I was talking on the radio first because they just didn't have anything to say.
I was actually a bit shocked. I mean, I knew, Jim and I talked about it, if the conditions would be like, I thought we could run 203 or 204 miles an hour down here. To run a mile an hour and a half better than that, I went 205.57, so that was a shock, and it ran to 330, man. Like, I've been struggling to get it to run 330 like I wanted it to, and
Did it?
what we're working and what we're rubbing, and it's a big help from everybody.
Very cool. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
We'll let you get back to the next run.
Yeah, we're
and,
going to go take the junior dragster up now.
all right, we'll go and get the kids organised, and congratulations on a PB both ends of the shop, and we look forward to some more power runs from Melanie Salemi.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, guys.